Ain't never. Sometimes. Man, I don't even think you be knowing where you going.
I know where I'm going. Somebody don't though.
Babe, did I just say you didn't even hear what I said?
Training, Nike.
You had training Nike?
No, babe, where
You
you
had
been
training for the
today?
school.
No, I haven't.
Well, what else training could you get done?
Babe, I wasn't at training.
The doctor's office?
No. I tell you I was gonna be all day today.
Yeah. What did you say?
I'm gonna give you one more guess.
Claire House?
Yes.
Well, I said I knew the Claire House. I saw the shirt, but I'm saying I didn't know you had to do something else. I thought.
No, I've been at Clear House all day today.
Oh, you had fun. Was all our buddies there?
Yeah, Julie was there. Sanders came.
What?
Yeah, she come every year.
She gonna be part of the thing?
No, she just come and volunteer for registration every year.
You tell look here, we're gonna need her to do some more stuff.
Yeah, she almost didn't come because she said it wasn't on the list for to volunteer. But she and that's why Grundy didn't come. I'll guarantee you.
Oh, family member.
Yeah. But I told her, I didn't know until she told me that. But if I would have known, I would have told Grundy to come anyway.
Yeah.
So.
That's crazy. So Grundy's at Disney.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if she'll be there next year.
She just
She's thinking about leaving. Mm-hmm.
Get the whole crew over there.
I think Gaines might come. I hope she does because it's closer to the house, I think. So I'm hoping she does.
I thought you was. Well, I thought you had to go to Nike.
I don't have to go to Nike till Sunday. So I was gonna tell you after the race tomorrow because we'll be finished by 10:30.
Okay.
You want to ride to the city and get your shoestrings?
Yeah.
See if they still there.
Yeah. Finally, me and John finally got the leak to stop.
Oh, y'all did. What y'all
that
do?
stuff he gave me, it worked. I had to just turn a little time. He said I'm gonna have to get I knew it. I had to get another rubber washer.
That one you got didn't work?
Well, yeah, it's a plastic washer, but it heat shrinks or whatever but he said eventually you're gonna have to either get a bigger boat or either.
Oh, because it's stripped.
It's not stripped, it's just a little, they be doing that. Oil pans do that. I don't even know why they make that whack design. But I was like, finally. Because I went out there, like, my first break was like,
bunch of oil.
No, it's not a bunch. It's just a little drop. That's enough though. You don't want it to drip it out.
Yeah.
A little drop it out. So I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, I can tighten it a little more. And so I was like, okay. Went got some Taco Bueno. Didn't want it, but it was a free thing if you signed up for the app. So and then came back and checked it. I said, okay, it's dry. So I was like, okay, we're good. Then I checked it when I got home. It's like it's dry.
Okay.
That drives me nuts. I'm like, cause I know I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Right.
But everything's all good.
That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. So glad. You know, this lady gonna ask me, the very first lady I volunteered with, Lynn. I was thinking it was going to be a bad situation. Because, the first thing she asked me about was who was I going to vote for in a situation.
What you mean, the president or something?
No, it wasn't the president. It was a school board situation. Like, they getting ready to vote for some kind of school. I don't even know what it is, but I can't remember exactly what it was. And she was like, this is such and such candidate, this is such and such candidate. Who are you going to vote for? And I looked at her.
None of your damn.
And I said, and I'm thinking in my head, why would you bring up politics?
Oh, that's what she was talking about?
Yeah, and I'm like, lady, all things to bring up, you bringing up politics?
Man.
Yeah.
I would have threw off. You know me, I would.
Well, I said, I don't keep up with that kind of stuff. I said, so, I said, maybe I should. I said, but I don't. I said, so, um, I don't really keep up with that. So, anyway,
People crazy.
next subject. But she ended up being very, very pleasant.
I bet.
Yeah, she ended up being very pleasant. We talked about, we ended up talking about our kids. We talked about she's retired. I talked about the work we do. Kind of how we like to do everything. And I talked about how I started this new job, this part-time job. And because I don't work in the summers, and how you were saying be careful because you don't want to spread yourself too thin. And she said, yeah, she said, I volunteer a lot. She said, my husband said the same thing. She talked about her son and how she's not getting along too well with, she has to walk on glass with his girlfriend.
Boy.
And she talked about, I said, yeah, I said, and having boys anyway is kind of difficult because if you have grandkids, you might not be able to see them, as much, because with boys anyway, you don't have that option of them being, they're not the ones having the kid.
Right.
It's the woman who gives birth, So,
She automatically the custodial parent.
yeah, they pretty much have control. And she said, exactly. She said, so I'm already walking on eggshells. She said, this lady literally got, she said, this girl literally got upset. She said, because they moved. And she said, and we went to help our son move. She said, which we've always done. She said, he's our only child. She said, he's 29 years old. She said, and we've always helped him move wherever he's gone. And she talked about how he's moved like 5 different places in the last several years. And it's really because of this girl.
I understand.
And so she said that they pulled up at his house, took a picture of the front door, texted it to him and said, hey, look where we are. And said the girl got mad.
Oh, excuse, they were there to help him move?
Because they were there first.
He better run from that.
She said,
That's
it wasn't
dangerous.
even like we went in the house. She said, we just pulled up to the house.
Possessive, narcissist, toxic.
Yeah. I said, wow. I said, that's crazy. I said, yeah. And she said, and the girl hasn't worked anything. She said he moved all the way to Dallas, left his job, went and worked remotely to, because she said he's like an architect.
Okay.
He builds like, I want to say she said something like oil rigs or something like that.
Oh, yeah, he good.
So he moved to Dallas because she was supposed to go into the medical field. So he moved to Dallas so she could pursue this education of whatever she wanted to pursue. And when he moved, he had to take his job and work remotely in their apartment in isolation, basically.
Wow.
And she never pursued her medical degree or this medical field. And so she said she's walked dogs. Basically, I want like doing stuff like walking dogs, nannying.
Angie's List type stuff.
Yeah, Angie's List type stuff. Yes, exactly.
Sorry, Angie's List. I know y'all got major stuff y'all be doing. So
But basically that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, she said that she's never held a full-time job, she just basically kind of stays at home and he basically takes care of her. And so, and she's like, which is cool. If they happy with it, they happy with it. But she needs to develop, she said she just wants the girl to develop some things of her own. Develop some things of her own. become her own person. Don't just be riding on her son.
You gotta cut that water dry for her to
Yeah.
figure that out.
But she said, but whatever makes him happy, makes him happy.
Yeah.
They've been together 5 years. If they happy,
Yeah.
they happy. Whatever.
Yeah.
But why is she so mad at her?
Jealous.
You know, she ain't done nothing to her.
Jealous for no reason.
So it's crazy. But I told her, and she said, and then I keep thinking, you know, when they do have children, what is that going to be like? You know? And I told her, I said, I understand. I said, because it is difficult. You know, I said, we kind of going through that too with grandchildren where, you know, we have a son that, you know, we having difficulty seeing our grandchild. You know, I told her, I said, we kind of going through that situation. So it is important for you to kind of try to mend that relationship.
Yeah.
So you can, when they do get ready to have children, you know, I told her that I had told you with our youngest that when he was trying to bring his girlfriend over, I said, whatever it takes, we gonna get to know her, and we gonna befriend her, and we gonna love on her, and whatever. Because if they have a child, I want to be able to.
Yeah, you want the other parent,
Yeah.
the mom, to be able to call you up and talk to you, come by, bring the baby back comfortably, and feel safe and secure, and all of that, and you know, to be able to just come over, visit, or drop off, anything. You know, you want it to be an interaction constantly. If you know, once they do have kids and all that stuff, that's a for real blended family. You want it.
Yeah.
You want it to be blended.
Yeah, because you want to have that contact. You want to be able to love on them
And it's so crazy. In our situation, it's a little different. It's like, you know, it's the son mad at the dad for some stuff that ain't even true, and then at the same time, got other stuff going on with the mama. You can't see the baby. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah. And that's what I told her. I said, well, there's other dynamics that are involved. I said, but bottom line, I said, we're just having a difficult time seeing the grandchild. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's like you don't want nobody to put no automatic falseness, whatever, falsified lies that ain't true, and you be gone off this earth, and then like the grandbaby be like, wait, what? It was what? I had a who and a who, and then you can't even like speak for yourself because you're not here to speak for yourself.
Right.
You know, it's like, why would you want to torture the baby? Because it's not really torturing as much the grandparents is the kid. The kid got to sit there in unknowingness, or whatever the word is, not knowing there's a whole nother side over here that really love me.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this. That's the thing that be bothering me. Like, okay, get outside of yourself. Get out of your own ego and pride and all that, and think about what you're really doing to your own kid that you had together. That's what I be thinking. Like,
that's it.
You get the wrong priorities going.
Wrong priorities, straight wrong.
Now I can see if we was some not good grandparents, you know what I'm saying? You know, then I'm like, okay, yeah, keep the baby away from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now.
That's so true.
Yeah. So we just keep living, keep doing the right thing on your end, and just keep living life. Because, I mean, you got to keep living, but at the same time, you do think about your kids, your grandbaby, you know. But you're just like, man, like, what else is there to do?
So. Oh, well. I know.
You know, because you're like, dang, you just don't know how you could be loved. Like,
I know. What kind of love this baby is missing.
Yeah.
But you know what? These next babies that come from these other folks that want to share their babies with us, they going to have a treat coming. So, them other babies, they going to miss out.
That ain't their fault.
But you know, and it's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault.
These next babies is coming.
And we ain't saying never, y'all. We just saying right now in the moment.
Yeah, right.
It's just
Right.
it's gonna take a God-given miracle.
Mm-hmm. They got a treat coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got a treat coming.
Boy.
Me too. Peace out.